Now I'm curious, and because I was doing some research. Now, as I mentioned that I'm Indian, like I came from India 3 years back. So I have seen like so many, like on television, I have seen so many Bollywood like the personalities, politicians, and then I came back. I came here. I I met so many business owners in Toronto. I had the chance to interview business owner on the channel. There's one thing common in every big names is that they have presence. They some may have a smaller one, some may have like a good aura, strong aura in them, like like someone is entering the room. Now, I want to ask is that is it an innate ability? Like, do they born with it and then they make big names, or do they become big names and then learn about this presence, like how they can grow their presence big more?
Yeah, so I would say this. In my experience, there is no kind of God of presence that will point at you and go, "I'm choosing you to be the."
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. Look, even you've probably noticed this with people who are good at sports. Yes, there are some certain genetic things that that will make you better at some sports, but ultimately, unless you practice every day and you find a great coach and you find a great team to be a part of, and you have a community around you, parents, siblings, teachers who are going to support you around this, chances are it's not going to happen for you. You won't rise to your full potential. Presence is the same. I can't, but with presence, I can't think of the genetic characteristics that are going to help you.
So
okay,
like we can learn.
Yeah, it's all going to be learned behavior.
And
so one of the behaviors I think you're going to want to learn, if you're thinking about, how do I have more presence, is the behavior of focus. How do I just focus on doing one thing at one time? How do I focus on being really clear? Okay, because the clearer you are, part of presence is about looking like a leader. People going, okay, that's somebody I should follow. Rather like when we make these people with presence, we make them stars, and we make them stars, certainly in the European metaphor. I don't know whether in India you have the same.
Put them like in higher place, like these.
You put them in a higher place. Yeah, we put them up in the sky. we literally make
them. They're beyond our reach. Like we should.
They're beyond our reach, a pinpoint of light in the sky. But remember, the thing about stars, the reason stars are so important is when you're out at sea and you can't even see the sun or the moon anymore, the stars don't change a lot, and you can get to the right place by following the stars. And so what is it about stars that is so compelling? They're really clear and focused and unchanging, and so they're followable. You need to be the same. You need to be really clear and focused so you can be followed. If you're doing too much all the time, okay, trying to do this and this and this, we can't follow you. And so you can't be a guide for us because we have no idea where you're going. Okay, we have no idea what you're doing. So if you want to be a star for us, you've got to be really clear about what you stand for, what you do, and you've just got to do that and do that and do that and do that, so that those that want to be like you can follow you. Because if they can't follow you, you can't be a leader. That's just the fundamentals of it.
It's so wonderful. Like this is now one of the lessons I'm taking away from this interview is that if I want to people believe in me, I really should focus in one. Like I shouldn't like do everything in like I only have two hands, really.
Yeah. You only have two hands. And I mean, look, at the same time, I don't want people to think, hey, I should really narrow down, exactly what I do. Look, explore a lot of stuff. Okay, explore a lot of stuff, but try at some point to find at any one point some kind of focus
Mhm.
to, even if it's a focus to exploring a lot of stuff, it's like through which particular lens or telescope are you exploring that thing?
Got it.
And can you just narrow it down a little bit so it's easier for us to follow, essentially?